Hello everyone, and welcome to a deep dive into one of the most charming and innovative titles of the Nintendo 64 era, Paper Mario. Released in 2000 by Intelligent Systems, Paper Mario not only redefined what a Mario game could be, but also introduced a unique blend of RPG elements into a series that was mostly just platforming. Initially envisioned as a sequel to Super Mario RPG, this game stands out as a creative masterpiece. Today, I'll take you through my personal journey with Paper Mario, exploring its rich world, engaging battles, and a myriad of quirky characters that make this game an unforgettable experience. As a kid, my siblings and I would gather around the Nintendo 64 playing Paper Mario, taking turns and helping each other out through tough spots. Whenever I was stumped, they were my go-to team for battling through tricky enemies. These moments weren't just about playing the game, they were about sharing an adventure. Each time I play Paper Mario now, it's like a time machine taking me back to those carefree days filled with joy and sibling teamwork. That nostalgia is a true testament of the game's enduring charm. Our journey in Paper Mario starts in a place far beyond the skies, in a mystical star haven. Here, we're introduced to the Star Rod, an artifact of immense power, guarded by the benevolent star spirits. But tranquility is short-lived as the nefarious Bowser, with the help of Kammy Koopa, shatters the peace. In a daring move, Bowser steals the Star Rod, using it to make himself invincible and imprison the Star Spirits. As Mario and Luigi receive an invitation to Princess Peach's castle for a celebratory party, the mood quickly shifts. The castle, filled with joy and laughter, soon trembles under Bowser's ambush, as his own fortress rises up from the depths, capturing Peach's castle and its occupants. In a dramatic showdown, Mario faces off against a now invincible Bowser, only to be defeated and witness Princess Peach's kidnapping. This harrowing event marks the beginning of Mario's quest to restore the peace to the Mushroom Kingdom and rescue the princess. In the prologue, Mario awakens in the quaint Goomba village after his defeat. The beginning may feel slow, but it's cushioned by the nostalgic tunes of the game's soundtrack, which I must admit, had me whistling along more than once. As we progress, Mario gains a vital tool, a hammer, to navigate past obstacles set by Kammy Koopa. We then get our first partner, the ever-eager Goombario, and we head out to Toad Town. It is only after defeating the Goomba King and nearing Toad Town that we are treated to our first cutscene with Princess Peach and Twink. This prologue, although slow, is a foundational chapter that introduces key characters and mechanics, setting the stage for an epic quest to rescue the Star Spirits and Princess Peach. Chapter 1 propels us into the heart of action. As Mario, we embark on a mission to infiltrate the Koopa Bros fortress. A journey filled with challenges and memorable encounters. The Koopa Bros, reminiscent of a certain group of Ninja Turtles, adds a humorous yet formidable obstacle to our quest. Along the way, we're introduced to new mechanics and partners, like the brave Kooper, who becomes an invaluable ally. This chapter showcases the game's clever mix of puzzle solving and combat, all while maintaining its unique charm and wit. It's here that Paper Mario really begins to showcase its depth, blending traditional Mario elements with a fresh RPG twist. As we overcome traps and puzzles, each victory feels like a step closer to rescuing the Star Spirits and thwarting Bowser's plans. An unforgettable moment in the fortress is meeting Bombette, our new companion. Found imprisoned within the fortress walls, Bombette quickly becomes an integral part of our team. Her explosive abilities not only being able to deal immense damage in combat, but also help us navigate through previously impassable obstacles. Bombette's addition to our party symbolizes the game's diverse character roster and how each companion brings unique abilities that enhance gameplay and puzzle solving. This alliance is crucial in our victory against the Koopa Bros, exemplifying the importance of teamwork in overcoming the challenges set forth by Bowser's minions. The highlight of the first chapter is the showdown with the Koopa Bros themselves. It's a battle that tests everything we've learned so far, challenging us to utilize our abilities and partners effectively. After a thrilling fight, we triumph over the Koopa Bros, liberating the first Star Spirit. This victory not only marks a significant milestone in Mario's journey, but also sets the tone for the adventures to come. With one Star Spirit free, our resolve strengthens, ready to face the challenges that lie ahead in our quest to save Princess Peach and the Mushroom Kingdom. Chapter 1 concludes with a pivotal scene featuring Twink and Princess Peach. In a daring act of espionage, they uncover Bowser's diary, revealing the location of the next Star Spirit. This crucial information is then relayed to Mario by Twink in Toad Town, providing our next destination in the quest. Armed with this new knowledge, we then proceed to clear the blockage on the train tracks, paving our way to Dry Desert. This sequence not only progresses the story, but also illustrates the intertwining fates of Mario, Peach, and their allies, each playing a vital role in the unfolding narrative. As we leave Toad Town, anticipation builds for the adventures that await us in the desert, promising new challenges and discoveries in our journey to rescue the Star Spirit. But before setting off for the Dry Desert, our exploration of Toad Town unveils its many charms. I finally recall a lady who cooked up incredible recipes, turning common items into potent healing resources. Potent in quotes, because it's not that good. As a kid, I used to love to try to make every recipe that I could, trying out different ingredients and swapping them in all sorts of ways. This felt like a delightful adventure in itself. While we continued to explore Toad Town, we come across a mysterious blue house locked from the inside, an item shop, and even a house filled with nothing but toy music. Then, there's Cheat Rippo, an interesting character who can drastically alter your stats, a risky but potential game-changing encounter. I wanted to see if this was worthwhile, so I paid him $50 to increase my health stat, and he took away 5 flower power and 3 badge power and increased my health by 10. So all he did was increase my health by taking away from my other stat. Down in the sewers, there's an unexpected battle with a blooper awaiting. And who could forget the Little Oink Farms, the place that seemed so weird to me as a kid, because you would slam the little piggies with your hammer. And why are we slamming piggies with our hammer? As we embark on the train ride to Mount Rugged, the music fills the air, setting a lively tone for a new leg of our journey. It's one of those tunes that sticks with you, a perfect accompaniment to the scenic views from the train. In Paper Mario, the K64 train ride is the best song in the whole game. It's all like bum 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 bum, and then the train horn is all like choo choo. So it goes something like this: bum 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 bum, and it's the best song ever. And I've rode the train so many times just listening to the song, and it's awesome. Now let's talk about the music a little bit. Yuka Tsujioko's composition is nothing short of spectacular, resonating as one of the best video game soundtracks I've ever heard. Her work, also notable in Super Smash Bros. And Fire Emblem, shines through in every track of the game. The OST is so captivating that sometimes I just put it on just to listen to it and enjoy it, with the tunes like The Train to Dry Desert playing in my head all day after I hear it one time. Every single melody in this game brings a smile to my face, underlying the game's joyful spirit and enhancing every moment of the gameplay. There's only one song and one part of the game I do not like, and it is the toy box. It's like 6 notes max on repeat forever. Just listen to this. Back at Mount Rugged, we encounter Parakarry, the well-meaning but somewhat clumsy mailman. In helping him collect his scattered letters, not only do we assist a new friend, but we also explore the nooks and crannies of this rugged terrain. One of the more amusing moments here is outsmarting a giant bird that guards the bridge. Pretending to be Luigi to get past is a humorous twist. Once we get past the bridge and get Parakarry as our companion, we cross paths with Colorado, an enthusiastic archaeologist Koopa who is on the hunt for the Dry ruins. His passion for this discovery adds another layer of mystery to our quest. Navigating through the Dry Desert presents its own set of challenges and surprises. A particularly memorable stop is the Oasis, a serene spot that offered a moment of relaxation from the desert heat. Here we also experience the powering up of our team for the first time, a key gameplay element that enhances our abilities. Our journey leads us to the bustling Dry outpost. The outpost is alive with secrets and characters, each of their own stories, enriching our adventure. This marks another intriguing phase of our quest, as we delve deeper into the mysteries of the desert and edge closer to discovering the Dry ruins. Deep within Dry Outpost, we engage with the elusive Mustafa. In a mysterious moment, Mustafa entrusts us with the Pulse Stone. This artifact is pivotal in our quest, guiding us to the concealed entrance of the Dry ruins. With the Pulse Stone in hand, we navigate the desert's shifting sands, each step taking us closer to the ruins. The way the stone pulses faster as we near our destination adds a layer of excitement and anticipation to our adventure. As we get closer to the Dry ruins, we encounter its unique inhabitants, the prickly pokies and crafty bandits. Battling these foes tests our combat skills, each pokie's towering spiky form, and each bandit's sneaky tactics, trying to steal our money and run away with it. We set the pole stone into the monument that we find. The ruins bust out of the sand in a dramatic display, transforming the desert into a realm bathed in hues of dusk. It's a pretty visually stunning scene, signaling our entry into the ancient Dry ruins and mysteries they hold. Inside the Dry ruins, the challenges escalate. We face off against blue pokies, buzzy beetles, and swoopers. Each enemy brings a unique challenge, requiring us to adapt our strategy. A significant upgrade we find here is the Super Hammer, allowing us to smash through stone block. This tool expands our exploration capabilities. The climax of this chapter is a battle with Koopa and his pet Chain Chomp. Koopa is a reference to King Tut. Hilarious, I know. It's a Koopa that's King Tut. Despite their intimidating presence, we manage a decisive victory, freeing the second Star Spirit and marking another successful step in our quest. The triumph over Koopa brings a rewarding end to our endeavors in the Dry ruins. We rescue Mamar, the second Star Spirit, who graciously grants us the Lullaby ability. Some of these star powers are pointless. I don't think I used Lullaby one time in the whole game, and the one time that I did use it, it didn't work against the opponent I was trying to use it on. In a covert segment with Peach and Twink, we learn about Tubba Blubba, the next challenge awaiting us. Their clever eavesdropping provides crucial information that shapes our forthcoming journey. Armed with new powers and vital intelligence, we prepare to venture into the mysterious Forever Forest, each step bringing us closer to beating King Bowser. Before venturing into the Forever Forest, we make some essential preparations. Stocking up on items is key, so we visit the badge shop in Toad Town. Here, I pick up the Dodge Master badge, which makes action commands easier to hit. Combined with a damage dodge, this setup is a game changer, allowing us to consistently block 2 damage if I could click the A button at the right time. But it seems like I mess up clicking the A button quite often, not gonna lie. Here's a quick montage of me getting absolutely smoked and missing my blocking. Heading east of Toad Town, a guard mentions seeing a ghost and asks us to investigate. Upon entering the Forever Forest, we are met by a butler ghost, who informs us his master has information about a Star Spirit. This intriguing development sets the stage for our next chapter. As we delve deeper, the screen transitions and we're officially introduced to Chapter 3, the Invincible Tubba Blubba. The anticipation builds as we prepare to uncover the secrets of this new chapter. Chapter 3 starts with the trek through the mysterious Forever Forest. Here we are encountered with a cleverly designed puzzle. We have to figure out which one is the correct path to go down. The correct path is indicated by a unique difference in each path. A Forest Trolls helps us understand this mechanic. I find this puzzle pretty darn fun, and a true testament to the game's inventive design. After navigating 6 of these path puzzles, we come upon a grand haunted mansion. The butler ghost previously met greets us at the steps, informing us that the master awaits in the highest room of this lovely mansion. The eerie yet inviting atmosphere of the mansion sets the tone for the mysterious challenges that we are about to face. Inside the mansion, we solve a series of engaging puzzles. This includes a clever game with the boos, where we have to guess which one holds the record. Successfully guessing and using the record in another room is a satisfying moment of puzzle solving. The puzzles lead us to the Super Boots, granting us the spin jump move, or as I like to call it, the butt bomb. This new ability allows us to break through obstacles and discover hidden items, adding a fun twist to exploration. Our adventure in the mansion culminates with meeting Bo, the ghostly lady who tells us about the Gusty Gulch, home of the formidable Tubba Blubba. Bo, seeking to stop Tubba Blubba's ghost-eating habits, agrees to join our party. Her unique ability to make us invisible and her powerful fan attack adds a new dynamic to our team. With Bo's help, we set off to confront Tubba Blubba, armed with new tools and allies ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead in the Gusty Gulch. Arriving in Gusty Gulch, we're immediately confronted with the tales of Tubba Blubba's terror, including the chilling story of his latest victim, Stanley. The palpable fear in the town adds a sense of urgency to our mission. Battling through hyper clefts and hyper goombas, we reach Tubba Blubba's house. Inside, the tension escalates as we dodge guards and search for Tubba Blubba's weakness. A helpful boo in the basement clues us in. We need to ascend to the highest level of the mansion. Navigating through spike traps and locked doors, we eventually encounter Tubba Blubba himself in a heart-pounding sequence. We have to stealthily avoid him to uncover his secret. After a tense encounter with his guards, we level up and find ourselves in Tubba Blubba's room. In his room, we discover Yaki. Ya-key, like yakking, and key, like yaki. The key to the Windy Mill. Yaki inadvertently awakens Tubba Blubba, leading to a frantic dash from the mansion. Outside, a group of courageous boos assist us, holding the door against Tubba Blubba as we make our escape towards the Windy Mill. Our race to the Windy Mill is filled with anticipation. Inside, we descend a well and navigate through guarded doors, leading us to an astonishing discovery: Tubba Blubba's beating heart, the source of his invincibility. The battle with the heart is tough, but we use our skills and Bo's ability to turn us invisible during the match. This helps us dodge a charged-up attack from the heart. After beating the beating heart, the heart escapes, reuniting with Tubba Blubba's shell, setting the stage for a dramatic rematch. Surprisingly, the reunited Tubba Blubba turns out to be much weaker than expected. The fight, anticipated to be challenging, ends swiftly with our triumph. Tubba Blubba, now defeated and vulnerable, releases the ghosts he consumed and reveals his sensitive nature. He's just a big old tubby blubby. With Tubba Blubba defeated, Bootler, the Boo Butler, gratefully presents us with the 3rd Star Spirit. This victory not only saves the Boos, but also gets us one more Star Spirit closer to beating Bowser. In an interesting scene, we switch to Peach and Twink in Bowser's Flying Castle. Eavesdropping on Bowser and Kammy Koopa, Peach learns that Mario's next destination will be Shy Guy's Toy Box. Bowser catches Peach eavesdropping and uses Peach to find out what Mario's least favorite things are. To deceive Bowser, Peach cunningly feeds him misinformation about Mario's dislikes. Returning to Mario, we receive a power upgrade from the Star Spirit, including the new Star Storm ability and an expanded Star Power Bar. This power-up is crucial as we learn the best star ability, Star Storm. Star Storm is by far the best star ability, being able to deal 7 damage to every enemy on screen. With nothing left for us in Gusty Gulch, we set our sights back on Toad Town, ready to investigate Shy Guy's Toy Box. Our journey through the forest back to Toad Town. Leaving Gusty Gulch, we unexpectedly face Junior Troopa, a reoccurring character in Paper Mario. Every time we battle him, he becomes stronger and stronger, trying out different tactics to beat us. Although he's tougher this time with increased defense, after using a few power jumps, we triumph and continue our journey out of the forest. Back in Toad Town, chaos ensues as we witness a Shy Guy stealing Tasty's frying pan. Our town exploration reveals more Shy Guy shenanigans, setting the stage for our next mission, recovering stolen items and restoring order in Toad Town. Twink falls down from the heavens to inform us where the next Star Spirit is being held. Twink informs us about the Star Spirits held in Shy Guy's Toy Box. Remembering the house from earlier with the toy box-like music, we investigate and discover a hidden entrance. Jumping into the box, we're transported to a whimsical new world, marking the beginning of Chapter 4, Trials in the Toy Box. Before getting into Shy Guy's Toy Box, I would like to discuss how the game progresses. I feel like the game never really gets bogged down with its seriousness. Instead, it keeps things fun and engaging with a constant stream of humor, like Tubba Blubba being a sensitive person, like blubbering, Taste Teas, cooking food because it's tasty food, but it's taste tea. They're always very fun with all of their different names. The progression of the story, primarily through Peach and Twink's adventures in the floating castle, adds a pretty unique perspective to the narrative. Although at times it's bad sometimes. At times, the segments with Peach and Twink, it can feel very lengthy and super slow, and it turns your progression down to a crawl. These moments do contribute significantly to the overall story, but I feel like sometimes it really slows the whole story down. I know that for some of my siblings, the Twink and Peach parts are their favorite, and they like them the most. But for me, I always liked the battling and leveling up and more of the RPG aspects rather than the story. Chapter 4 begins with an immediate test of our skills in the toy box. We encounter a formidable anti-guy guarding a chest. The battle is intense, with the anti-guy with him dealing significant damage, but our perseverance pays off. Victory is sweet as we open the chest to find the Power Plus badge, a valuable item that enhances our hammer and jump attacks. However, this badge requires 6 badge points to equip, a reminder of our strategic choices we have to make in the game. Our exploration also leads to a rescue mission as we retrieve Rufus's calculator from a Shy Guy. This part of the adventure shows the playful yet challenging nature of the toy box, blending combat with puzzle solving. Deeper into the toy box, we uncover a storage room key for the shop in Toad Town. With this discovery, it allows us to go back to Toad Town to heal and explore that storage room. This is where we discover a crucial toy train needed for progression in the toy box. After a pleasant nap at Toad Town's Inn, we place the toy train back in the toy box, unlocking new areas of the map. At the Pink Station, we encounter Gourmet Guy, a huge Shy Guy, I mean huge, with a discerning palate. Our initial offering of a mushroom is rejected, prompting us to find a more delicious treat. Our explorations leads us to recover the stolen mailbag and encounter various Shy Guys, including Medi Guy, Pyro Guy, Sky Guy, Groove Guy. In our quest in the toy box, we find an ice power badge and Taste Tea's frying pan. We return the pan to Taste Tea, who prepares a delectable cake. We bring the cake to Gourmet Guy. His ecstatic reaction to the cake is memorable, and he even leaves behind a recipe book for us. Finally, we navigate the toy box to find a lever that repairs some of the tracks, enabling us to access the next station. This series of events showcases the game's blend of puzzles, exploration, and humorous character interactions. One aspect of the toy box that stands out, and not necessarily for the best, is the music. While initially charming, the soundtrack here quickly becomes repetitious. The continuous loop of the same tune starts to get very annoying, contrasting sharply with the otherwise engaging and varied gameplay experience in this chapter. Next, our journey takes us to the Green Station. Here we encounter one of Kammy Koopa's traps and a puzzle involving boxes marked with stars. Each box marked with a star is a different color, and you have to hit them in a certain order to be able to progress to the next spot. A battle with a Shy Guy reveals the sequence to unlock the next part of the railway: yellow, green, red, blue. After finding a mysterious note and the lost dictionary of Toad Town's librarian, we use the color sequence to access the Red Station. The red conductor Toad informs us that he saw a star spirit in a cage, which heightens our anticipation. Exploring Red Station, we venture into a dark room with a ghostly figure wielding a lantern. This encounter is a spooky twist to our adventure in the toy box. In the Red Station's dark room, we face the lantern ghost. Utilizing Bo to attack the lantern and brighten up the room, and Mario's power bounce, we manage to defeat the ghost with relative ease, leveling up in the process. Upon victory, the ghost drops his lantern. Smashing the lantern open with our hammer, we free Watt, a new character who joins our party. Watt's abilities are invaluable. She can illuminate dark areas, revealing invisible blocks, and in battle, she can shock and paralyze enemies. Watt is one of my favorite companions in the game. The way that her attack penetrates through defenses is so valuable. After powering up Watt with a power-up block nearby, we are ready to pursue the Shy Guys to the right of the Red Station. Our first challenge is a wall that needs to be blown up, leading us to a room where a group of Shy Guys frantically rush towards a wall, heightening the sense of urgency and mystery in our adventure. The confrontation with General Guy marks the climax of this chapter. We find ourselves face to face with him and his Shy Guy army, who are determined to protect the Star Spirit for King Bowser. The battle unfolds in stages, starting with a horde of Shy Guys. Thanks to the strategic multi-bounces and Watt's assistance, we overcome this initial wave. Then General Guy enters the fray in his toy tank. Watt's ability to bypass defense proves crucial, allowing us to swiftly defeat General Guy. With his defeat, we rescue the next Star Spirit, achieving another significant victory in our quest. After the fight, we are back to Princess Peach and Twink at Bowser's castle, where the pace slows to a crawl. The cake baking segment, while conceptually cute, turns into a surprisingly dull affair. Not only do we have to feed Gourmet Guy one time, now we need to make Gourmet Guy a whole cake as Peach and Twink. We slowly but surely, and I mean slowly, add all the ingredients into the mixing bowl, stir, bake, and everything else that could go into a cake baking experience. We finally finish the cake and bring it to Gourmet Guy. One thing I would like to note is, why do these people have their butter in a jar? It's in like a ragu jar, and it's yellow, and it's butter. That is weird. Once we give the cake to Gourmet Guy loses his fucking mind. Bouncing off the walls, zooming around, freaking out, and then after all of that, he spills the beans about the next star spirit on Lava Lava Island. As Peach sends Twink off with the vital information, Kamikoopa swoops in, catching her red-handed. Kamikoopa just sends her back to her room with no punishment. The whole interlude is slow-paced baking. As we return to Mario, who just freed Muscular, the muscular star spirit. Muscular boosts our star energy to 4 and grants us Chill Out, another star power that we'll never use. This power lowers enemies' attack powers, handy for upcoming battles if we were to ever use it. But we don't. Meanwhile, Twink, delivering the news from the castle, is starstruck, get it, by Muscular. It's pretty endearing to see Twink, who has always looked up to the star spirits, in awe of his idol. There's a touching moment in the game where Muscular recognizes Twink, acknowledging his ascent from Starborn Valley to Star Haven. But more on Starborn Valley later. With the new information about Lava Lava Island, our adventure continues. Twink heads back to Princess Peach, and we set off on our new quest, curious about what challenges await on the island. Back in Toad Town, it's time to return all the stolen items. First, we present Taste Tea with the cookbook that we got from Gourmet Guy. This expands her culinary capabilities, allowing her to combine 2 ingredients for more elaborate dishes. While the cooking aspect in Paper Mario 64 is quite simple, it's a fun diversion to experiment with different combinations of food. After returning the calculator to Ralph, he reopens his shop. In gratitude, he gives us the I Spy badge, aiding in our quest to find hidden star pieces. We then visit Merlot's shop, trading star pieces for valuable badges, including Peekaboo and Flower Finder. Peekaboo allows you to see the enemy's health points without having to tattle on them with Goombario, while Flower Finder gives you more flower points after a battle. Our next stops are the post office and the library. Returning the mailbag earns us another star piece, as does returning the dictionary. The note we found hints at a color sequence. It's an interesting tidbit, but we already solved that puzzle in the toy box from the pattern of the Shy Guys. Exploring Toad Town, we learn of an island at the pier, and head there to find Colorado, the Koopa archaeologist. He's eager to research Lava Lava Island, but lacks the means of transportation. At the pier, we discover the island is actually a whale with a stomachache. After a humorous misunderstanding where Colorado mistakes the whale for a giant tuna, we volunteer to help. We have to travel inside the whale's stomach. Here we find a Fuzzipede. We battle the Fuzzipede, quickly defeating it with Mario's multi-bounce and Watt's attack boost. Cured, the grateful whale offers us a ride. With Colorado in tow, we set off for Lava Lava Island on our unusual but effective mode of transportation. Chapter 5 opens with our arrival at Lava Lava Island, accompanied by the ever-enthusiastic Colorado. No sooner do we land than Colorado rushes off, only to quickly find himself in trouble with Jungle Fuzzies. I hate Jungle Fuzzies. After rescuing Colorado, we explore further and reach Yoshi's village, home to the island's Yoshi inhabitants. Yoshis live here, bruh. Colorado's antics continue at the volcano's entrance, where he jests about being attacked again. His suggestion to seek clues in the village hints at the next phase of our adventure on this tropical yet treacherous island. Upon re-entering Yoshi's village, we are immediately met with commotion. The Yoshi's kids have disappeared, likely into the jungle. Tasked with finding them, we set off only to hear cries for help. We discover Sushi, a fish, who looked after the Yoshi kids, stuck up in a tree. After helping her down, we learn she's also searching for the lost Yoshi children. Agreeing to team up, Sushi joins our party, bringing new abilities like riding across water and diving, as well as some lackluster combat skills like belly flop and squirt. With Sushi's help, we're better equipped to navigate the island's challenges as we continue our search for the missing Yoshi kids. Navigating the island with Sushi is initially entertaining, but quickly becomes tedious due to the slow pace of the fish's swimming speed. Our mission is to rescue the lost Yoshi kids scattered across the jungle. Along the way, we encounter a bulb lady promising flower seeds. We are told to return to her at a later time. One by one, we locate the Yoshi kids, red, blue, yellow, and purple, each in precarious situations, including one being attacked by piranha plants and another stranded atop a tree. The rescue mission, while rewarding, are interspersed with moments of frustration, like when I died and had to redo all of it, and thought I got all the Yoshis, then didn't, and had to backtrack all the way back just to get one Yoshi after I forgot it because I was rushing, because I died, because a spear guy killed me. Despite a setback where I died and had to retrace all of my steps, the mission ends successfully with all the Yoshi kids safe in the village. After rescuing all the Yoshi kids, the village chief gives us a Jade Raven. We navigate back through the jungle, albeit slowly, to place the Jade Raven into a statue of a giant raven, revealing a hidden path. The jungle level, I feel like, is a test of patience. The slow swimming with sushi and never-ending attacks from fuzzies who duplicate themselves and spear guys who also duplicate themselves is frankly exhausting. This area should be called the Forever Jungle because of its endless loop of frustrations. After we move the giant raven statue to reveal the hidden area, a puzzle involving water geysers leads us to encounter Colorado again, who is in trouble with piranha plants and a white wizard. Post-battle, we discover a giant tree and inside, a path leading upwards. Climbing this tree, we meet Ralph the Raven, the master of the island. He provides us with an Ultra Stone for upgrading our party members and a zip line to access the volcano. Reflecting on my childhood playthrough, I have completely forgotten about the Ravens. Revisiting this part of the game is a delightful surprise, showcasing the game's creativity and charm. Entering the volcano, we're immediately identified by a piranha plant, who alerts his boss. Anticipating fire-based enemies, I equip the Ice Power badge and prepare Sushi's water ability. Inside the volcano, we find an Ultra Hammer, capable of breaking metal blocks. As we make our way through the volcano, we are presented with the boss battle. The battle against the giant piranha plant is very intense, especially if you don't have the correct badges equipped. My first attempt at this battle was a complete fail, but with better preparation and changing of our badges, we triumph in the rematch. Colorado, the treasure seeker, rushes off while we rescue the Star Spirit, whose healing ability provides to be invaluable for future fights. Chapter 5 concludes with a tense escape from the erupting volcano. With the Star Spirit's assistance, we narrowly evade disaster, and even manage to snag some treasure along the way. I think this would be a good time to talk about the character development of our companions. I think that Paper Mario 64 excels in character development, making each character you meet a memorable part of your journey. In my opinion, Sushi the Fish might be the most forgettable, primarily due to the introduction as a teacher. I feel like a lot of the other characters leave a lasting impact with their story. For instance, Cooper the Koopa with his admiration of the archaeologist Colorado, or Bombette the Bomb, who we rescued from jail and has a very annoying ex. These are not just fun, but also add a depth to the story. Each character's backstory enriches the gameplay, making their individual journeys and development a key element of why this game is so beloved. After the eruption, we switch back to Peach and Twink. We navigate another sneaking segment in Bowser's Castle. The pace of the sneaking segment is very slow, incredibly slow. Slow. As we sneak around, we find Hammer Bros and a Patrol Koopa who are holding a quiz game. During this quiz game, we learn about the next destination Mario must go, Flower Fields. And with that information, we are back to Mario. We receive the Smooch Star Power from the new Star Spirit and gain another point to our Star Power. After this upgrade, our final task is to deliver a volcano vase to Colorado, who exchanges it for a magical seed, a key item for our next journey. One last encounter with a Jungle Fuzzy serves as a reminder for why I hate Jungle Fuzzies so damn much. With Colorado happier and the magical seed in hand, we're ready to move on from Lava Lava Island. Back in Toad Town, our journey takes a humorous turn. Junior Troopa, who swam all the way to Lava Lava Island just to battle us, just barely misses us and has to swim all the way back to Toad Town. The comedic moments like these add a delightful charm to this game. Once we land at Toad Town, we immediately encounter Junior Troopa again. Unprepared for this battle with my badges not optimally equipped, The fight is tougher than I expected. Despite the challenge, we managed to hold our own thanks to Watt's ability to bypass defense. As we make it back to Toad Town, it's alive with changes, running into characters who previously weren't there, like Goombario's family. Seeing how characters evolve and how the world changes adds depth to each chapter in this game. Our next objective is Flower Fields. With all 4 magical seeds collected, we are ready to unlock this new area. The seeds magically open a portal to Flower Fields, hinting at the next chapter of our adventure. Chapter 6 starts with our arrival in Flower Fields, a world struggling under the dark clouds of Huff and Puff and his minions. The first character we meet is a giant tree who explains the plight of Flower Fields, now deprived of sunlight and joy. Our task is to revive the fading world by confronting Huff and Puff. The key to reaching him lies in a magical bean that can grow high enough to pierce the clouds. Our first lead is Petunia, located to the east. Petunia may possess this magical bean. In the Flower Fields, we assist Petunia by dealing with the Monty Moles invading her territory. This leads us to acquire the magic bean we need. The upbeat and invigorating music during the battle adds a lively atmosphere to the task. Our next step is to revitalize the soil and water for this bean. As we explore, we distribute different colored berries to corresponding colored guards. Battles in this chapter get a lot more challenging, with enemies dealing significant damage, demanding careful strategy and preparation. Our journey takes us to Lily, a water lily in need of a water stone, to restore her pool. We encounter Rosie, who possesses the water stone. Negotiating with her, we give her a crystal berry, which we exchange for the water stone. The task of planting the magical bean involves placing the soil, bean, and miracle water in sequence. Once done, a gigantic beanstalk grows, leading us upwards towards our confrontation with Huff and Puff. In the first encounter with Huff and Puff, we suffer a defeat, highlighting the need for better preparation. After a strategic retreat to heal up, we return for a rematch. Armed with the supercharged jump and multi-bounces, we engage Huff and Puff in a more successful battle. The strategy pays off, leading to his defeat and the release of another star spirit. With Flower Fields liberated, we transition to Peach and Twink's escapades in Bowser's castle. Using a shape-shifting umbrella that we won during the quiz game, Peach disguises herself to gather information. Despite the interesting mechanic of this sneaky parasol, these segments feel very slow and tedious, especially compared to Mario's quick movement. Peach's mission is cut short by Kammy Koopa, and she's taken back to her room without new intelligence of the Star Spirit. Back with Mario, we meet Clever, the 6th Star Spirit, who thanks us and boosts our star power to 6, granting us the Time Out ability, another star power we will never use. Clever's words fuel our resolve to rescue the last Star Spirit as our journey nears its final chapter. Now back in Toad Town, we assist Colorado, who's facing a roadblock in the form of Kent C. Koopa. With a whopping 70 health, Kent C. Koopa presents a significant challenge, but we strategically use Watt and power bounces to chip away at his health. After a grueling battle, we defeat Kent C. Koopa, gaining valuable experience points. Colorado then hints at a secret entrance to Koopa's village. Following his lead, we explore the sewers, encountering a blooper and discovering warp pipes to previously visited areas. Navigating through the sewers, we revisit familiar places like Goomba Village, where breaking a stone block reveals a useful repel gel. It's very rewarding to see the impact of our journey on these areas and the characters that we've helped along the way. Exploring further, we follow up on hints and local lore, like walking around the red tree in the Dry Outpost. As we walk around the tree, we are told by one of the local toads that he's heard that if you spin jump inside Merlin's house, you could find something rare. These actions lead to a surprising discovery, including meeting up with a ninja from Starborn Valley. Our next destination is revealed by a ninja from Starborn Valley, indicating we need to head to the chilly Shiver region. Merlin confirms that his son, Merly, has an important message for us there. Before departing, we discover the quick change badge in Merlin's house by spin jumping 3 times. We upgrade Goombario and engage in another battle with an even large blooper, this time revealing that Blooper is a mommy Blooper. Our strategy pays off and we emerge victorious. Our search leads us to the Ultra Boots, enabling a tornado jump. With this new ability, we can navigate to a snowy terrain, signaling our arrival in the Shiver region. Ready for the challenges ahead, we begin Chapter 7, a star spirit on ice. Arriving in Shiver City, we're immediately drawn to a charming scene filled with penguins and festive decorations. The tranquil atmosphere is enhanced by the delightful background music. However, the tranquility is soon disrupted by a shocking discovery, a penguin murder mystery. I think this would be a good time to talk about the pacing of Paper Mario 64. The pacing of Paper Mario 64 is generally well handled, moving the story along at a steady rate. However, there are sections, notably Flower Fields and the Yoshi Kid Rescue in Lava Lava Island, where the game feels a lot slower. This can be particularly noticeable during subsequent playthroughs, as the intros lack a skip option, which can be a bit tedious for those familiar with the game. Additionally, the Peach and Twink segments, while charming initially, tend to overstay their welcome as the game progresses. These moments, while adding to the story, sometimes disrupt the otherwise smooth pacing of this game. We find a penguin lying motionless, sparking a detective investigation. The penguin's wife accuses us, leading us into an unexpected role of an amateur sleuth to clear our name and solve the mystery. Epic, epic, epic. Our investigation leads us to a penguin named Herringway, a nod to the famous author Ernest Hemingway. After sneaking into his home through the chimney, like Santa Claus, we confront him about the mayor's murder. In a surprising twist, the mayor, thought to be dead, suddenly comes back to life. He had been unconscious after a mishap while preparing a gift for Herringway. With the mystery solved and the tension dissolved, we shift our focus back to the quest for information about the next star spirit. On our way to Starborn Valley, we encounter Junior Troopa once again. Despite his repeated appearance and his new wizard persona, the battles with him are becoming somewhat repetitive and less enjoyable. Using our charged attack, we manage to overpower his magical assault, defeating him with 50 damage in one hit. This victory allows us to continue our journey to Starborn Valley, undeterred by Junior Troopa's persistent challenges. In Starborn Valley, we encounter a puzzle involving snowmen. One snowman missing a scarf and the other missing a hat, but more on that later. Along the way, we battle frost piranhas and gulpits. As we near closer and closer, we are confronted by a ghostly figure threatening us. This ghost tells us to turn around now and don't come any closer. We go into battle with this ghost, and it turns out to be a group of star kids trying to protect the Starborn Valley. Once we make it to Starborn Valley, we meet Merly. Meeting Merly, we learn about the Star Kids and the weakened power in Starborn Valley due to Bowser's theft of the Star Rod. Merly informs us that the last Star Spirit is in the Crystal Palace atop Shiver Mountain. In Shiver City, we visit the mayor once again. Upon inquiry, he recalls an heirloom passed down from generation to generation. After rummaging through his belongings, he emerges with a bucket. Cleverly, we realize this bucket, when turned upside down, serves as the perfect sized hat for a snowman. Returning to the snowman, we place the scarf that we acquired from Merly and the bucket hat on the incomplete figures. This act completes the puzzle, revealing a new path and bringing us one step closer to the Crystal Palace. Inside the secret path, we encounter a deceptive ghost mimicking our partners, leading to a battle where we determine the imposter by the way that they communicate with us. On accident, we discover a hidden passage by spinning into a wall. This leads us to Madame Merlar, a spirit connected to Merlin and Merly. She provides a truncated version of a long tale, amusingly sending Mario to sleep, before bestowing upon us the Starstone. Using the Starstone, we unveil a massive staircase leading to the top of the mountain. At the summit, we find the entrance to the Crystal Palace, an area with an intriguing mirror mechanic that offers a unique and fascinating perspective on the game's environment. Inside the Crystal Palace, we navigate a series of puzzles reflecting the palace's unique design and plays with mirror imagery. We find a blue key to unlock a corresponding door, exploring rooms with mirrored reflections. The palace's design cleverly intertwines actions in one part of the level with changes in another. After obtaining the red key and defeating many white Clubbas, we manipulate statues in a mirror puzzle. This intricate series of puzzles culminates in a final showdown with the Crystal King, who declares his intention to defeat us and present an iced Mario to Bowser. The battle with Crystal King proves to be lengthy and challenging. His ability to heal 20 health points regularly and his strong defenses stretch the fight over many rounds. Despite the difficulty, the fight is engaging, showcasing his unique abilities like splitting into multiples and using ice attacks. Ultimately, our persistence pays off and we defeat the Crystal King. Although his frequent healing extends the battle, it adds to the intensity and satisfaction of the victory. This fight stands out as a memorable and well-designed boss encounter in the game. With the rescue of Kalmar, the last star spirit, from the Crystal Palace, Mario is now ready to confront Bowser. The end of Chapter 7 sets the stage for the final showdown, with the fate of Princess Peach and the Star Rod hanging in the balance. In Peach's castle, Bowser is alerted to Mario's success and prepares his defenses. Princess Peach, still captive, finds herself increasingly concerned about Mario. The final star spirit, Kalmar, grants Mario the up and away power, enabling him to turn his enemies into stars. Mario and his team make their way to the Star Haven, where they acquire the Star Beam, essential for countering Bowser's Star Rod. The path ahead is clear. Mario must travel to Bowser's castle for the ultimate confrontation. The journey to this point has been incredibly rewarding. As Mario and his team prepare for the final battle, there is a palpable sense of accomplishment. The game's music plays a significant role in this, keeping spirits high and building anticipation. It perfectly captures the excitement and gravity of the upcoming showdown with Bowser. The culmination of all of our efforts, challenges overcome, and friendships formed along the way makes for this moment to feel truly epic. We're not just storming Bowser's castle, we're bringing the culmination of a grand adventure to its peak. Chapter 8 begins with a dramatic entrance into Bowser's castle, accompanied by an exhilarating soundtrack that perfectly encapsulates the gravity and excitement of this final chapter. Inside Bowser's castle, we immediately face obstacles, starting with a locked door. After acquiring the key, we navigate through encounters with Patrol Koopas and Hammer Bros. A Bowser-themed guard door triggers a trap, dropping us into a prison area similar to our earlier rescue of Bombette. In a nostalgic callback, Bombette comments on the ease of breaking these walls compared to the Koopa Bros fortress. Using Lackluster, we traverse lava-filled puzzles underlining the castle's treacherous design as we press deeper into Bowser's stronghold. Continuing through Bowser's castle, the game requires us to utilize all our partners, showcasing the diverse abilities that we've gathered upon our journey. The varied use of our partners adds a refreshing dynamic to the gameplay. In a key area, we disrupt the castle's lava flow by defeating guards and activating a switch. This cools and solidifies the lava, creating new paths for us to explore. After navigating through a dark room with Watt's help, we encounter another door guard who allows us passage, honored by his word. With each step and puzzle solved, we move closer to rescuing Princess Peach and confronting Bowser. Advancing to the higher levels of Bowser's castle, we come across a jail cell housing Toads who've set up an underground rest area. This provides a much needed spot for healing. Next, we tackle a water puzzle, manipulating the water levels to retrieve a key. Sushi's abilities are crucial here, allowing us to swim across the raised water to access the key. After navigating past the water puzzle and the Golden Bullet Bill blasters, we confront Dry Bones, an enemy not yet encountered in the castle. Each challenge tests our abilities and resourcefulness as we climb higher and higher in Bowser's fortress. In a room with 3 monuments, we discover a movable one, leading to a hidden passage. The intense battles throughout Bowser's castles, often featuring 4 opponents, make for prolonged and challenging encounters. Exploring further, we find similar rooms with movable monuments. The middle statue is hiding a secret behind it. We find out the secret is a castle key, crucial for unlocking a door that leads us deeper into the castle. In a creative twist, a guard door presents us with a quiz game, tasking us to track numbers and colors of enemies. Successfully passing this test, we advance closer to the top of the castle, drawing nearer to the location where Princess Peach was held. In an eerie corridor of Bowser's castle, we encounter a figure resembling Princess Peach. However, it's quickly revealed to be another shape-shifting ghost. After defeating the ghost, we are faced with another guard door challenge. Our challenge is going to be a re-battle of the Koopa Bros. Surprisingly, the Koopa Bros make a reappearance, but the moment is short-lived as Junior Troopa unexpectedly intervenes. We engage in the last battle with Junior Troopa instead, quickly defeating him and earning more star points. With Junior Troopa out of the way, the guard permits us passage. We proceed to the next area, drawing even closer to the final confrontation with Bowser. Exploring Peach's castle as Mario, we find ourselves reminiscing about the earlier moments in the game. From the kitchen where Princess Peach baked a cake to the room where she read Bowser's diary, each area is a reminder of our varied experiences in this adventure. Walking through the castle, we recall Peach's interactions and the initial party invitation that started it all. This reflective journey leads us to the top of the castle, where we face Bowser with Princess Peach. The stage is set for the final battle, bringing our adventure full circle. The climactic battle with Bowser begins. Initially, we gain the upper hand, but Bowser quickly uses the Star Rod to become invincible. We counter this with the Star Beam, an impressive display of the Star Spirit's united power. After stripping Bowser of his invincibility and defeating him, it becomes clear that this is not the end. Bowser, taking Princess Peach, flees to the top of the castle. We give chase, ascending the spiral staircase to confront him on the battleground atop Princess Peach's castle. Bowser, powered up, presents us with a final challenge. His enlarged form, glowing with energy, sets the scene for the true final showdown. In the ultimate battle, Bowser boasts an impressive 99 health and deals significant damage. Our initial attempt to use Star Beam against his Star Rod power fails, leading to an unexpected turn where Princess Peach and Twink join our fight. Peach empowers Twink, who gradually becomes stronger enough to challenge Kammy Koopa. Peach's wishes amplify the Star Spirit's power, transforming the Star Beam into the Peach Beam. This upgraded power proves crucial in our battle against Bowser. The fight is intense, with Bowser healing to full health twice. Despite the challenges, we persevere, and with the help of the Peach Beam, we finally defeat Bowser. His defeat is marked by the return to regular size and a begrudging acknowledgement of Mario's strength. Following the climactic battle, Bowser relinquishes the Star Rod, and Peach expresses her gratitude for the rescue. However, their victory is almost short-lived as the stage begins to collapse. In a dramatic turn, the Star Spirits intervene, saving Mario, Peach, Twink, and themselves from destruction. Safely on the ground, the Star Spirits plan to use the Star Rod to restore peace and balance to the world. Each Star Spirit imparts a final message of thanks and wisdom before returning to Star Haven. Twink, too, bids farewell, expressing hope to become a respected Star Spirit. The adventure concludes with Twink joining the others in Star Haven, leaving Mario and Peach together to reflect on their journey. After the intense journey and battles, the game transitions to a serene scene with Mario and Luigi at their home. Each partner receives an invitation from Parakarry to a grand party at Princess Peach's castle, symbolizing the restoration of peace and normalcy. It's heartwarming to see all of our companions returning to their homes and families, rekindling the connections we've made throughout the adventure. The game concludes with a celebration at the castle, where everyone we helped and encountered comes together, reminiscent of the opening party. This joyful reunion serves as a perfect end to an epic journey. Regarding replayability, Paper Mario 64 does not offer much in terms of reasons to play through the game again, especially shortly after completing it. The game serves as a nostalgic journey, one that's wonderful to revisit perhaps every decade to re-experience its charm and delightful music. The lack of substantial post-game content limits its replay value. I find myself wishing for features like New Game Plus mode, similar to what I've seen in Fire Emblem series, which would definitely add an incentive to dive back into Mario's paper-crafted world. I feel like replaying Paper Mario 64 is like revisiting your childhood home after years. You love the nostalgia, but you can only handle so much time in your old twin bed. The game concludes with a vibrant parade during the end credits, echoing the memorable conclusion of Super Mario RPG. Each character from the adventure participates in the parade, led by Luigi in a marching outfit. This parade serves as a colorful and celebratory finale, encapsulating the game's spirit and the journey's end. As the credits roll, players are treated to a delightful scene, culminating in a final screenshot of fireworks illuminating the sky over Mario's house. It's a fitting and joyful conclusion to an epic adventure, leaving players with lasting memories of their journey and its characters. As we bring this journey through Paper Mario to a close, I'm filled with nostalgia. This game, a staple of my childhood, still stands out as an excellent RPG with its light-hearted charm and engaging story. While I do think the game could benefit from a steeper difficulty curve and less backtracking, these are small notes in an otherwise delightful experience. The absence of substantial post-game content is noticeable, but it does not diminish the overall enjoyment. The music and unique chapters have left a lasting impression on me, making Paper Mario a personal favorite. For those seeking more challenge, there's a notable mod that ramps up the difficulty, offering a fresh perspective on this classic. I would love to hear your thoughts and experiences with Paper Mario. Did you find the game as enchanting as I did? What are your favorite moments or chapters? Please share it in the comments, and thank you for joining me on this nostalgic trip back to one of my all-time favorite games.